Today first concept to detail Java. Today first concept to detail Java. Today first concept to detail Java. First first definition, variable. Variable is nothing but it is a name. It is a name given to a one memory location. Given to a one memory location. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold the value. Which can hold the value. That value will be changed in future number of times. That value will be changed in future number of times. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold the value. That value will be changed in future number of times. So simple we can say it is a name and giving to one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. That value, variable values will be changed regularly. So if you want to, you can take 20. If you want, you can take 30. So variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. Advantages, variable advantages. One is reusability. Second one, easy to update. Why we are declaring variables? Reusability and easy to update and easy to maintain. Easy to maintain. And disadvantages. No disadvantages. Variable values will be changed regularly. So next, syntax. Next, syntax. Variable syntax. Data type, variable name equal to value. So data type int, variable name a equal to 10. Simply we can write data type variable name equal to value into a equal to 10. That is variable. Right. Next, constant. Next definition, constant. Next definition, constant. Constant. Constant also same. It is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will not change future. That's why we can say constant. If it is variable, variable value will be changed regularly, but constant value will not change regularly. Okay. So variable value will be changed regularly. Constant value will not change regularly. Constant. Their only meaning. And constant syntax. Data type, constant name equal to value. Simply we can write sorry final data type constant name equal to value. So final int a equal to 10. If it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is variable. If it is constant having final, if it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is variable. So whenever you are facing the interview, that time they will ask you like what are the main differences between constant and variable. Variable value will be changed regularly and constant value will not change regularly, will not change. Constant, that is the constant fixed. So if it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is variable. Right. Next, variables. There are two types of variables. One is local variables. Second one is global variables. One is local variables. Second one is global variables. Local variables means within the function only it will work. Beyond the function it will not work. That is called local variable. Within the function only it will work. Beyond the function it will not work. That variables is called local variables. And global variables further divided into four types. One is public, default, private, protected. We can say access modifiers also. These global variables we can say access modifiers. Public, if you write public, we can access in the entire project. We can access in the entire project. Entire project. If you not taking any package, it will take under default package. So that time we can access that function in that package only. We can access that function in only that particular package only. If you write class, if you write private, you can access in the only particular class only. If you write private, we can access that function in the particular class only. Outside class we can't access. If you write protected, you can access that package stuff. We can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff. We can access that package stuff, other packs child class stuff also. Other pack child class stuff also. If you write protected, we can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff. Other package child class stuff also. Other package child class stuff. Okay, these are global variables. Next, conditional statements. Next, conditional statements. In Java, we have three conditional statements. One is if, second one is if else, third one switch case. If else, switch case. Where exactly we will use if condition? Where exactly we will use if condition? If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. If it is only single block, if it is only single block, if it is only single block, or if you want execute, if you want execute only one block, only one block. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, we will use if condition. If condition. For example, if a equal to 10, if a equal to 10, Akhil is a good boy. Akhil is a good boy. There is no other alternates. Only we have only one block. Akhil is a good boy. Here this is only one block. There is no other blocks. This is the block. Okay. If a is equal to 10, no, Akhil is a good boy. So if it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. Next, if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. For example, if a is equal to 10, no, Akhil is a good boy. Else Akhil is a bad boy. Akhil is a bad boy. So it will execute only one block. If a is equal to 10, it will execute Akhil is a good boy. If a is equal to not equal to 10, it will execute Akhil is a bad boy. So among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Very very important. Regularly, daily we will use this if else. Next, switch case. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statement. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, go choice 1. I am giving choice 1, so it will execute first, and choice 2. So I am giving choice. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statement or select case statement. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case or select case statement. Okay, these are the conditional statements. If you want to execute only one block, that time if. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time if else. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statement. Right. Next, looping statements. Next, looping statement. What do you mean by looping? Loop. What do you mean by loop? Where exactly we will use looping statements? If you want to execute a certain block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use looping statements. When if you want to execute a certain block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use this looping statements. If you want to execute a certain block of statements continuously or repeatedly, if you want to execute, that time we will use this looping statements. In Java, we have three looping statements. One is for loop, second one is while loop, third one do while loop. While loop, for loop, while loop, do while loop. Now, first we will discuss where exactly we will use for loop. This is very very important definition. Where exactly we will use for loop. If you want to execute a certain block of statements, that time if you want to execute a certain block of statement continuously or repeatedly, then we will use looping statements. Where exactly we will use for loop? Okay, how many fixed number of times? I am writing definition. How many fixed? How many? How many fixed number of times that loop should be executed? That loop should be executed. Should be executed. If you know that figure or number, then we will use for loop. How many fixed number of times that loop should be executed? If you know that figure or number, then only we will use for loop. For example, for int I equal 0 into I equal 0 or less than 10 I plus plus or I plus 1. So that means if you know this figure correctly, yes, I want to execute 10 times. So then we will use this for loop. How many fixed number of times that loop should be executed? If you know that figure or number, then only we can use for loop. So it will start with 0. I value is 0. I plus 1. So 0 plus 1. 1. Now I value is 1. 1 plus 1. 2. 2 plus 1. 3. So like it will execute 10 times. It will execute 10 times. So how This is very important question. Where exactly we will use for loop? How many fixed number of times that loop should be execute? If you know that figure or number, then only we can use this for loop. Next, while loop. As long as condition being satisfied. As long as condition being satisfied. Okay, while loop there is no restriction 10 times 20 times. As long as condition being satisfied, it will execute. So this loop we can say entry level condition. This loop we can call entry level condition. Entry level condition. Next, do while. Next, do while. Just similar to while only. Just similar to while only. Just do while also just similar to while. As long as condition being satisfied, it will execute. But do while is without checking the condition. First time it will execute. Second time onwards it will check the condition. Okay, just similar to while only. First time without checking the condition it will execute. Second time onwards it will check the condition. That is do while. So we can say exit level condition. Then we can say exit level condition. Exit level condition. We can say exit level condition. Okay, these are the looping statements. We will discuss later with the examples. Okay, we will discuss with the examples later. That is the last class in Java. Right, next concept to array. Next concept to array. Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable. It is a special type of variable which can hold multiple values. If it is variable, we can store the single value. But if it is array, we can store the multiple values. Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. This is array, for example. If you want to add anything to array, if you want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. Array index start with 0. 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 Very important. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. Right. Array syntax. Data type. Array name equal to new data type size of array. Simple, we can write into a equal to new int 3. That is the size of array. This is single dimension array. This is single dimension array. Right. If you know this knowledge, we can discuss next concept. Okay. Array index to start with 0. How to declare the array? Data type array name equal to new data type size of array into a equal to new int size of array 3 I am giving. Okay. Array index to start with 0. Okay. Right. Today concept is exception handling. Today concept is exception handling. Very important course. Very important concept, that is exception handling. What do you mean by exception? First question, what do you mean by exception? Okay, exception definition I am writing. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written the code which we have written can't executed by Java, can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. Okay. Very important concept. Here we will discuss 10 interview question. First interview question. What is exception? Exception is nothing but while writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. Sometimes Java will not execute the code. So such type of situation is known as exception. There are two exceptions available in Java. One is caught exception, other one is uncaught exception. One is caught exception, other one is uncaught exception. Caught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing go, automatically it will show underline or error message or into mark. That is called caught exception. While writing the Java code, if at all any missing go, comma, full stop, bracket, whatever it is, if at all any missing go, automatically it will show an underline or error message or into mark. That is called caught exception. So if it is showing underline or into mark, okay, we can alert and we can rectify the problem. Why? Because it is showing error. Something is missing. What missing? What missing? We can rectify the problem at any cost. So that is called caught exception. Next, uncaught exception. Uncaught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show and Java will not tell anything. Java will not show, Java will not say anything. Simply it will sit to during execution it will not execute. That is called uncaught exception. So if it is caught exception at any cost we can solve the problem. We will do Google and we will talk with friends and we will ask the friends or seniors, then we can rectify the problem. But if it is uncaught exception, what is that error? We can't find out. So while writing the Java code, if at all any missing go, simply it will sit to. During execution, it will not execute. That is called uncaught exception. If you want to find out the uncaught exceptions, we will use try, catch, and finally. Okay, we will use try, catch, finally. Okay. Now, where exactly we will use try? I will explain you with program also I will write you. Where exactly we will write try. If you have doubt on a particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. What is that error we can get in catch block? What is that error we can get in catch block? What is that error we can get in catch block? Finally, at any cost it will execute. Finally, at any cost it will execute. Finally, at any cost it will execute. Okay. Where exactly we will use try and catch and finally. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. Okay. What is that error we can get in catch block? Finally, if it is catch executing or not, try executing or not, finally at any cost it will execute. Okay, right. Sir, you said whenever you using try, if you have doubt on only one particular block of statements, you said, okay, right. I have doubt on multiple blocks. What I need to do, sir? Okay. If you have doubt on multiple blocks, that multiple times we need to write try and we need to write catch. So program will be lengthy. If you have doubt on particular block out, for example, 15 block of statements, that 15 times we need to write try and catch. So program will be lengthy. So that is the one of the drawback. Instead of this one, we will use throws. Instead of try and catch, always we will use throws. Throws is used for it can handle the 100 exceptions at a time. It can handle the 100 exceptions, so thousands of exceptions at a time. So always we will use throws. If it is Java or Selenium, always we will use throws. Throws is used for automatically we can throw the all the exceptions at a time. We can throw the all the exceptions at a time. We can, okay. Always in Java and Selenium, always we will use throws. Okay, throws is a predefined class in Java. It can throw the all the exceptions at a time. Okay, that is the concept. Okay, now I will write the program. Observe carefully. Here you can get logic. Now you can get logic. Go to src and taking the class, new class. Class name is I am giving ex. Keep the mark public static void menu. Click on finish. Wait. Right. Yes, I am taking class name is ex. I am writing the program now. First, I am writing one message syso control space. Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. I'm declaring one array here. I'm declaring one array here. Into a equal to new into size of array. 5 I'm declaring. Size is 5. Now into no need of into a of 2 equal to 200. A of 5 equal to 1000. So you can here it is showing error. This is called cart exception. Okay, what is missing here? Oh, semicolon missing. Okay, right. That is called cart exception. If it is showing what is missing at any cost, we can rectify the problem. That is called cart exception. So here we have one cart exception. What is that? No. Here we have in this two-line program we have one uncart exception. What is that uncart exception? Here we have one uncart exception. What is that? Okay. Array index start with 0. I declared size 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That size is 4. Actually it start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Size is finished. But whenever I am writing 5, it need to show error. But it is not showing error. So what is that? So if you want to find out the uncart exception, we will use try. Try I am writing here. Right. Here I am writing syso control space www.akhilreddy.com. Okay, right. Next, what is that error we can get in catch flag? What is that error we can get in catch flag? I am writing catch. syso control space. What is that error? e dot get message. What is that message? What is that error we can get here? Okay, right. Save, click on run. It is showing 5. It is showing 5. Error is 5. It is showing 5. What is 5? I don't know. I didn't understand. I don't know this concept, index concept. So if you want clear message, here we can use e dot print to stock trace. We can get the console very clearly now. Save, click on run. If you write print stock trace, oh, it will showing now. Java long array index out of bound exception. Okay, okay. Array index start with 0. I gave size 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only. Whenever I'm writing 5, it need to show error, but it is not showing. Oh, that is the problem. Okay? Right. Next, here I'm writing one message. One second. SYSO control space. Happy weekend. Alright. Now I'm writing finally. Finally, at any cost, it will exit. Already I told you. SYSO control space. Data. Hmm. If I execute, save, click on run. If I execute, okay, it is giving, observe carefully, it is giving good morning, it is showing you 5, it is showing you happy weekend, it is showing you Tata, it is showing you. But where is AkhilReddy.com? Why it is missed? That is logic. Where is AkhilReddy.com? I will tell you. Whenever the here is exception is there, this is the exception. Whenever the exception occur, it will move to catch block. It will not execute remaining block of statements. Whenever exception occurs, it will move to it will move to catch block. It will not execute remaining block of statements. So that is logic. Okay, next logic. Next logic. Here I am keeping size is 6. I am keeping size is 6. Say there is no exception. Now, good morning friends. AkhilReddy.com Tata is coming. Tata every time it will come. Where is the happy weekend? Hmm. There is no exception, so it will not come to catch block. Okay, there is no exception, so it will not come to catch block. That's the reason it is showing good morning friends. AkhilReddy.com Tata. It is showing. Okay, there is no exception. That's the reason it will not come to catch block. If it is exception, it will not execute remaining statements. It will directly it will come to catch. If it is there is no exception, it will not come to catch block. That's the reason here I wrote printed statement. It is coming or not. So it is not coming to catch block. Okay, this is the logic. Only small concept to 5 lines concept to number of logic you can get here. So Java don't know Telugu, Java don't know English, Java don't know Hindi. Java knows logic, only logic. Just practice this concept. Okay, detail Java and just read the all the definitions and practice it. Okay, it's look like it's very easy, but whenever you are writing, it will not move. You can't write any single statement. Okay, just practice it, and I will send you this recorded file now.